These are the toolkits that are normally located on that shelf. The smaller toolkit, I specifically have wrenches in them, socket wrenches, and open end and box end wrenches. And these are assorted sockets and breaker bars and other items. This is more of a general toolbox. As you can see, it has in there, this is a commonly called a keyhole saw, used for cutting into sheetrock in case we need to retrieve bullets out of it. And in there we have chisels and hammers and other tools. Again, a lot of these are Frank specific things that I found useful over the years to have. On the little insert there we have various screwdrivers and chisels, wire cutters, and different types of pliers. Again, these are things that I found useful over the years. This is from that shelf. This is my fingerprint kit. It's very basic. There's nothing really fancy. Most of it is just black powder. So we have fingerprint tape here. We have larger fingerprint tape for taking palm prints or prints off, multiple prints in a larger area. Here's the black fingerprint powder that we use, and I have different jars of those. Have different fingerprint brushes. This is a more coarse brush, and I'll look at these in a little more detail. And we have finer brushes, and we have cleanup brushes, and I have a brush for magnetic powder. This is a piece of absorbent cotton. Put black powder on it and you use it. I'm not going to take it out because it's very messy. You use this for large areas like windows and windshields of vehicles, windows in houses when you have a large area to print. These are fingerprint cards. This is what we use to put smaller fingerprints on. You put the appropriate endorsements on it, and on the back it's essentially an index card with printing on the front. This is, of course, just a typical magnifying glass, nothing special about it. This brush here, again, is pretty messy, so I'm not going to take it out. This is a very fine brush. This is what we use once you fingerprint it. If you need to kind of clean it up a little bit, or get rid of some of the excess powder, you can use this to kind of clean up the print. It's very, very fine brush. You don't use it to put the powder on, you use it to just kind of clean up things. We have in here masks. Again, fingerprint powder is very fine, and it'll get in your nose, and some people make a cough, other people just gets their nose stopped up. And this is like we saw before, you can kind of see through there. That has a label on it with all the information on the fingerprint, and the other side is just a blank piece of paper, and you can use that again for larger areas, like if you have a palm print or something like that. And from the very, very bottom shelf of the van, I have the different evidence markers that we use. On the right is the evidence tents, and you can see there's 1, 2, it goes all the way up to 50, and 2 stacks of them. And here we have the evidence markers, little cones. You can see they're foam cones, but the advantage of these, like I said, is on windy days they tend to not blow around as much as the larger evidence tents. And again, these go, I have 2 boxes of them, and I have a total of 50 of them. And if we need more, we can certainly get more. And I'm not going to pull them out, but again, those are just wheel chocks that I have. And over there are just bungees in case I need to tie some things down. And at the very end here, we have the step ladder I mentioned earlier. It's bunged in pretty well, and it goes back there every time I take it out. Pair of steel-toed boots right there. These are the same type that the fire department uses, and we do fire scenes occasionally, and these are steel-toed to protect ourselves. Fire extinguisher, some silver tape I just find useful, and if you look in there very carefully, I won't pull it out, that's the very bottom useful end of a broom. So yep, I even keep a broom in here. And somewhere in here I actually also have a dustpan and a smaller whisk broom. So that is the inside of my van. Useful equipment in there. Some again is Frank specific. Accumulated it over the years. of going to scenes, both when I was doing reconstruction here, just things that you learn that you need, like paper towels, trash cans, whisk brooms. Brooms, I use the broom mostly just to clean out the van, and in the battery powered lights up there that I find useful. This one's in the back, and when I come in through the back when it's night, I can just turn that on, and it runs on AA batteries, and just use it as long as I need to. Just replace the batteries if necessary. There's another one halfway up. I turn those on. They pretty much light up the inside of the van just as much as I need, and I have a flashlight if I have any other issues. But yeah, so that's the back of my work van.